Your kitchen might not be too small. You might just be storing things in the wrong places. Today, I'm completely reorganizing this kitchen using 10 tricks based on how we actually cook, clean, and use food, not just how things look. And some of these changes are going to save space, some will save time, and one of them can actually help prevent food from going bad. Trick 1. Organize by frequency, not category. Before we organize anything, we're going to figure out what actually deserves the easiest to reach space. I'm sorting everything into 3 groups: things I use every day, things I use occasionally, and things I barely touch. Everyday items get the easiest to reach spaces. Occasional items move higher, lower, or farther back. That means cooking tools go near the cooking area, coffee supplies stay together, food prep items stay near the prep zone, and cleaning supplies stay away from food. Trick 2. Turn the oven into a smarter cooking station. Let's fix one of the most wasted spaces in the kitchen, the area around the oven. I'm creating a dedicated oven zone, so everything I need before, during, and immediately after baking is within reach. Baking trays and pans go vertically instead of being stacked, so I can pull out one without moving everything else. Oven mitts and heat-safe tools stay in a nearby drawer or holder, but never directly against the hot oven. And I'm keeping cooling racks, parchment, foil, and measuring tools together because these are the things I reach for during the same cooking process. Now the oven isn't just an appliance, it's the center of a complete baking zone. Trick 3. Stop stacking pans. If you have to remove 4 pans to reach the one you actually want, this isn't storage, it's a puzzle. I'm changing the system completely. Instead of stacking pans horizontally, I'm storing them vertically. Now each pan has its own slot. You pull out one without disturbing the other 9. Trick 4. Turn dead space into storage. Now I'm looking for something most people don't count as storage: empty vertical space. This cabinet has plenty of room, but most of it is completely unused. So I'm adding a second level instead of spreading everything across more shelves. This is one of the easiest ways to increase usable storage without making the kitchen bigger. The trick isn't always finding more space, it's using the space you already have. Trick 5. Make your fridge work like a system. This is where organization becomes more than just aesthetics. I'm giving different foods different zones instead of putting everything wherever there's room. And there's an important food safety rule here. Your refrigerator should stay at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm also keeping raw meat and poultry contained so their juices can't contaminate other foods. And eggs? In the US food safety guidance, they should stay in their original carton in the main refrigerator compartment, not the door. So now this fridge isn't just prettier, it's easier to manage and safer to use. Trick 6. Create an Eat Me First zone. Here's one of my favorite changes. Instead of letting older food disappear behind newer groceries, I'm creating an Eat Me First section. Anything that needs to be used soon goes here. That could be leftovers, opened produce, or something approaching its recommended storage time. This turns the fridge into a visual reminder instead of a food storage graveyard. And remember, refrigerated leftovers should generally be used within about 4 days, according to foodsafety.gov guidance. So this tiny organization change actually has a practical reason behind it. Trick 8. Build a cooking command center. Now I'm moving to the area that gets the most action: the stove. Instead of keeping every cooking tool together in one giant drawer, I'm creating a cooking command center. The utensils I reach for constantly stay here. The oils and seasonings I use most often stay nearby. Everything else moves out. The goal is to make the most common cooking movements almost automatic. Here's something I learned while reorganizing. The things that create the biggest mess need the strongest system. For me, that's food containers, packets, and small kitchen tools. Instead of trying to make every container perfectly stacked, I'm giving each category a defined boundary. Containers nest together, lids stand vertically, small packets get one dedicated bin, and when that space is full, that's the signal to stop adding more. Organization isn't about fitting an unlimited amount of stuff into a drawer. It's about creating a limit. Trick 9, the one in, one out rule. And this is the trick that should keep this entire kitchen from becoming a disaster again. One in, one out. If I buy a new storage container, kitchen gadget, mug, or utensil, something I no longer use has to leave. Because the real problem with kitchen clutter isn't that we don't organize often enough. It's that we keep adding things without removing anything. Now let's compare this kitchen to where we started. The countertop is clear, the pans can be grabbed individually, the fridge has actual zones. Food that needs to be used soon is visible. The cooking area contains only what I actually reach for, and the storage spaces now have limits instead of becoming dumping grounds. The biggest lesson here is that a well-organized kitchen isn't necessarily the kitchen with the most containers. It's the kitchen where the right things are easy to find, easy to use, and easy to put back. So before you buy another organizer, look at your kitchen differently. Don't ask, how can I fit more stuff? Ask, how can I make the things I already own work better?